You know exactly what this is. Unbound Unite has an update, and it solves something that Criterion just refuses to do at this point. Actually, a few issues have been solved in Unbound Unite's newest update, which of course, we're gonna check them all out. Oh man, I forgot how good the sounds are. So I think it's pretty clear I'm on single player. To prove it, it's nighttime in the garage. If I press the play, got the calendar, I am on single player. But if I go into the performance customization, go onto tires, go all the way to the end, hallelujah, Drift Pro tires. So let's get it done. Drift Pro is now available in single player if you have the Unite mod. So if you're a PC player, I think there's no question anymore. You kind of need to have this. Holy crap. That's loud. You know what? I'm kind of feeling it. It's slower. I'm not doing it. So the reason that this isn't available in single player, I quite frankly do not know what Criterion hasn't done it, and it's something that definitely needs to be solved. But I do have one theory, and that's that can you actually do any events with these tires in single player? But should that even matter? Because let's be real, Need for Speed primarily, I feel like, is a single player game, and they lost something by removing the link between multiplayer and single player in Need for Speed Heat. So let's see, is this actually useful? Can we do drift events in this car? They fully just ripped out the restrictions, and if not, they should probably do that. All right, here we are, drift event, President's Day. Let's jump to this. God, I'm praying. One of the other changes they've done as well is changed up some of the lighting effects. This is one of the day modes. It's a little bit dark and dreary, but that's kind of the point of this one. So for clarification, these events don't work with the Drift Pro stuff in multiplayer as is, because they just assume that you can't use that car. So what about, oh my God, I've got too many cars. Where is it? Here it is. Drift Pro. Yes, you can. That is so sick. This breathes so much new life into it. This completely changes everything. You can use the new Drift Pro stuff in basically any event, I would imagine. So you can use them in a race if you really wanted to, or you can use them in this. Now, let's be real, it's going to completely balk the progression because it is so much easier to drift. It's not even funny. I'm going to dominate this event, surely. Oh, and the Speedo has a slight change. It goes a bit blue to kind of match the underground theme update. Now, this isn't the only thing they've changed, but it is definitely one of the most significant, and I really let's finish the event before I jump to telling Criterion to do something when maybe it completely breaks the game. So that's quite funny. Basically, the whole time you're driving, it assumes you're drifting. This would unlock so many more events for multiplayer and single player if they allowed this, but the scoring system is just way too easy. It doesn't even really matter. You basically just get points the whole time. There is no question I have genuinely missed a checkpoint. Walked to the floor with this event. Even though I've dropped my combo 2 or 3 times, I have decimated. So the scoring may be a bit broken, but to be honest with you, I don't care. I think Criterion should definitely do this because it just makes the multiplayer events useful again that are no longer useful, and also the single player should get the tires, no question. Now, as I said, that is not all. This car actually has something very, very special, very rare. Well, quite frankly, the only car you can get these wheels on, which are the Workmeister L13Ps. Well, they've completely fixed that, and now they've unlocked the wheels for all cars. Now, whether this is going to be a temporary thing or they're going to solve this problem later down the line, quite honestly, I really hope they do, because they are some super nice wheels that absolutely deserve to be on every car. Ignore that I haven't changed the rear, but there you go. They're now available for every car. I do wonder if you use the mod online, it does revert a lot of the performance modifications and stuff, but I wonder if you can apply those to your cars and then just leave them when you unmod. Big brain. Again, I hope that Need for Speed, now they have Unite members in the player council, I really hope they take some of these and go, yeah, why don't we do that? Or maybe they're waiting for them to test these things and see, does it break the game? But with the wheels, there's just no excuse. The drifting I get, but the come on. But that's not all. They apparently added these wheels and these wheels, the SSR, Speedstar, and Superstars, to every car, because apparently they weren't there before. I don't know. There's a lot of rims. 229 apparently. Now these plates are by far one of my favorite things. They added it in the new update. They're animated, and apparently it's actually quite easy to replace the images on these and put the Unite plate or this other Unite plate. They've actually got two versions. Are they the same? Either way, it's mega sick, and I would love to see a Black Panther plate. Like similar. Yeah. So the Lamborghini Murcielago has had apparently some sound changes. I know the game reverbed like that. What the? Anyway. Oh my God. Since when does the game reverb like that? Anyway, they've made some changes to some car sounds, and I kind of want to give those a go. The Murcielago being one of them. It's absolutely... it's the best Lamborghini. There's no damn question. And with the new light trails, with the original smoke and the original flames, it's just so spicy. I love it so much. And now the turn of the M3. I mean, it sounds like it's got a supercharger in it. I did just buy this new, so maybe they're taking the Need for Speed car, but I need to remove that supercharger, but overall sounds pretty good. Yep, they've put the supercharger in it by default. Get that out of here, man. Here we go. Oh, it's so much slower. It's ridiculously slow, but there you go. That's so much more like it. Decent job, guys. I'm impressed. And finally, we check out the Viper, which I'm just gonna let you. It's pretty good. It's pretty stinking good. Right, I love the Focus RS. Actually, I prefer it to the old one. I know a lot of people disagree with that, but there is one glaring, obvious thing that the older version just did better. The engine, the displacement, the power, the cylinders, everything power-wise. Okay, maybe not everything, but I love this. We've got the 2.5 litre swap available from the Audi RS3 and a bunch of other cars, right? That we can now put in the game. It is a little quiet, so I'm going to have to tone it up a little bit, but it's pretty good. I love that it gets loud and then goes instantly quiet. It's so funny. Safe to say there's quite a bit in this update, and really there's a lot of it that should come to the base game. Again, I've got to say I'm grateful to Criterion in general because they added some new wheels in the newest update. New wheels always welcome. In fact, I usually use the game to dictate what I'm going to do to my car. Anyone remember these? I did try and get them for the LC, but unfortunately, they weren't going to be able to make the correct size. But shout out to the Unite team for creating this. Actually, before I shout them out, there's one thing I need to check. Otherwise, I will be very upset and I will cut all ties with them completely forever. I remember someone let me know previously that in this game, they removed my logo and replaced it with something completely... I swear... What the oh no, it's still there. Hey, they put me back. It was definitely not there before. But there we have it. Unite 1.1 is now available. You can check it out down below in the description. I was gonna make a video earlier, but now it's officially released and you guys can check it out as well. I don't want to tease you that much, you know, come on. But compared to the previous one, I think the shadowing is a little bit more aggressive. I've kind of noticed. It looks pretty good. But also, let's use this as a box down below to talk about what Criterion should add from this into the base game. 101, it's bloody the drift tires. For crying out loud, the amount of times I want to get a cool shot, picture, and I can't do that in multiplayer. Do you know how infuriating that is? It's as infuriating as these videos are good. Check out these.